So on the AI side of things, we've already seen a market shift in how content's created, how ads are placed, how people are managing customer
Hmm.
service, all the way through automating every other aspect of their business. As an agency, leader in the space, it's it's not quite terrifying. I think a lot of people have posted, very clickbait titles of like, AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is going to do this. AI is going to do that. But I go back to the first conversation we had, the first question we
Hmm.
had on here. There's always going to be problem solving. There's always going to be thinking things through. AI is great at implementing once you've built a strategy, implementing simple repetitive tasks and a little beyond that at this point. And I do think it will continue to get better. Uh, But when we kinda go back to it right now, it has its uses. It's revolutionized a number of things
Hmm.
already, but we still need brain power. We
Right.
still need people that are consulting. We still need people that are utilizing it to create amazing things. So I do think that AI is probably gonna be the number one shift because I think the speed at which it has changed so many things over this past year, whether whether you're actively using it or not, it's already been impacting your business.
Right.
Because the platforms and marketplaces that you're selling on are already using AI as well. The search is changing. You've heard a lot of people talk about like, instead of SEO, like
Hmm.
GEO and some of these other terminologies of like, how swiftly are we going to move to I ask AI for a product and they actually just buy it for me because
Oh,
they know my personal preferences. They know all of these different things. We are on the cusp of that. And I do think that that is probably the biggest change that we're going to see in the next 6 to 12 months is going to be because they already
right.
exist, by the way. Like I
Right.
have some very tech forward people in my world that are already utilizing this to some degree. At what point does that become the way we actually shop
The
for
norm.
things?
Yeah.
Like the average mom and pop sitting at home say, "Hey, I need more
Right.
whatever, in our house," and AI knows exactly where to look for it, what brands you like, how much you usually order,
Hmm.
and they know how to look for the lowest price all over the place and order it and get it delivered.
The simple thing is with you can do
That
that already with your Amazon Alexa or Echo. You can say, "Hey, Echo, I need more of this. Can you order some off Amazon?" And they will. And
Yes, and
yeah.
the next step is, "Hey, I'm looking for, a new running jacket."
Mhm.
It's something more specific, right? Not a reorder.
Right.
Like, a refill is pretty easy, like, we've always had refills and subscribe and saves and things like
Yeah.
that, so that's a pretty natural
Right.
step, but the next step is like, "Hey, I need to figure out what my new, I need winter running gear." AI knows my
Right.
size, they know my preferences, they know my price points, and they go out and they actually shop for all of it for me. Like, how far are we away from that?
Hmm.
Not that far.
Hmm. It's a little scary.
I don't
It's a
like
little
it.
scary.
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying I don't think we're that far away from it. It can already learn how you like to write, how you like to, like basically create things that sound look and sound like you. At what point does it know your preferences and start to search? And then how does that impact everybody from the point of sale to the customer?
Mhm.
Like what does it do to truncating that search
Right.
method and how do we adapt to that in the marketing space? I think for me is the biggest trend that I'm watching
Mhm.
currently because that's going to change
Right.
everything.
And you mentioned GEO, which is a great term, generative engine optimization. We're starting to do that already, because kids when I was growing up, it was Google it, Kids today are saying, "Oh, just ChatGPT it or ask ChatGPT." They're not even saying I think the
Yeah.
percentage of kids that say Google it are minuscule compared to the kids that say just ChatGPT it or ask Gemini or ask Cloud or ask Manus or ask any of the other bots that can do what ChatGPT can do.